Hey.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Hold
How's
on,
everybody
man.
doing tonight?
I'm fucking up already.
Uh-oh.
There we
We're
go.
not live? Are we
That
live?
was all me.
We're
That
live.
was all me.
We're
I'm
on.
taking-
We're live.
I'm taking full responsibility for that one. Welcome to the show, y'all.
Fucking
Welcome.
Stubbs just screwed up.
For another week
Yeah, well, fuck.
with
First
the
off,
unaffiliated.
First off, let me say I'm sorry. Let me say I'm sorry for last week's debacle. My computer wasn't up and running and doing what it's supposed to do, and we didn't get the show like we wanted. So we're working on it.
And no, the answer to your question, everyone, is no. His bike is still not fixed.
Yeah, I was just going to
There's still
say,
a
did you
chance.
ever
There's
get
still a
anything
chance
else
it
done?
may be put together next week.
Okay.
This show tonight, we've actually pulled out of our ass this morning at 6 a.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Literally.
We're going to talk about 5 things we all think we should look for when looking to buy a new/used motorcycle.
Women.
Hookers
That's
and
number
cocaine.
one. Wait a minute. That's number one.
No, that's what you get when you get the bike. Is hookers.
Oh, so after you buy the bike, you get hookers and cocaine.
There you go. Dang, I've been doing it backwards all the time. I get the hookers first, and then I go buy the bike.
Am I actually the voice of reason on this show?
Oh, shoot. I'm doing it wrong, man.
You're
Story of my life.
There, Queen Latifah.
Hey, Ray, how's it going?
Hey, Ray Mobile, how you doing, man?
Hey, Ray.
How you doing?
Love
AJ,
the show,
how you
man.
doing?
Great show you got
Grizz,
going.
what's happening, Grizz?
You call me that because I
Hey,
have
Grizz.
the Vikings over here, man.
No, I call you that because you wore a fucking dress, homeboy.
One time. One time.
That's all it takes.
One time.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, that's it, man. You probably never live it down now.
No, I'm sorry.
And it was
Yeah.
for a good. It was a
The only
for a
good
good
thing
reason.
is
Don't
it
get
was
me
for
started
charity,
on the Air Supply and ABBA.
Yeah,
Hey, Henry.
it
The
was
only good thing is it was for charity, okay?
charity. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it
what I
was
was
for
going to say.
charity.
So
That's
Anyway,
the
I
only
can
statement
cover.
right
I can just have a blind eye for charity, I guess,
for a minute.
for a
Only-
minute.
Only a minute.
Yeah.
All right, so
Do it again,
J-Man,
man. You're messed up.
since
Come on,
it
Damon.
was your ass that we pulled this out of this morning, why don't you go first?
Oh, all righty. Well, okay. There's 5 things you basically want to go for when you're looking for a new bike, and of course, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to read an ad in the newspaper. Okay. You really want to stay
They don't
away
make
from.
newspapers anymore, bro.
Well, okay. Ad on Craigslist, ad on Facebook. Ad. You're going to look at an ad. Okay.
Damn, we're old.
Yeah. And when you look at this ad, you're going to see things like low mileage, adult ridden, lots of
Adult
horsepower. Those are things you kind of want to stay away from. Okay. That's
That's
somebody
for
that's
sure.
promoting their bike like they ran it to dog shit out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
And when you do call about that bike, the fourth thing or the second thing, ask them to let you do a cold startup. Okay. When you get there, you want the bike to be cold.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first thing you tell them when you're on the phone is, hey, I'm gonna meet you at this date, this time. Don't start the bike up. And then when you get there, you touch the pipe and you go, ow, freak them out.
That's good advice, man. That is right there.
Okay, which leads me to the third thing. Okay, then you look over your maintenance. Has it been performed correctly? Has it been, your air filter, your
Done at the shop,
oil leaks,
yeah.
tires, the chain, the belt, whichever it may have. Just go over the bike and then ask them to ride it. Give them cash money. If you got the cash to buy the bike, you give them half of it down. You ride the bike. On that ride, you want to make sure that it doesn't smell. You don't want no oil smells or brake smells. You want to make sure that you have brakes. I mean, that's the most important thing is before you take off, make sure it's got brakes.
Yeah.
And make sure it sells properly, doesn't backfire and miss, things like that.
I beg to differ. Some of us have to say the most important thing is, hey, can this bike be lowered?
That's one of the things you would look for, of course.
Yeah.
I jacked my bike up, dude. I
Don't judge, man.
I'm
ain't
not
judging,
judging.
I
I'm
ain't
not
judging.
judging.
Oh, you do ride a Victory.
That's right, I do, rice burner.
Well, the most important thing I think you should do
Here
when
we
you
go
to
again.
look at the bike is to take a test kit with you. Take a multimeter, test strips, different things that you can look at to make, to let the person selling you the bike know that you know what you're doing. That way
I think
you
if
can.
I was selling a bike and the motherfucker came at me with all that shit, I'd be like, "What the fuck you trying to do, homie?"
Hey, it depends on what
We're not
it depends
building
on what you're
bombs
asking
over
for that
here.
bike. It depends on what you're asking for that bike. I mean, if you want 10 grand for that bike, I'm going to check all that stuff. If you want,
Won't you be able to
if you
tell
want
on a test
$500
ride?
for it, no.
Wouldn't you be able to tell on a test ride?
I do. I jump
You'd
on
be able
that
to tell
bike
a
and
lot
I
on
ride
test
the
drive,
hell
yeah,
out
of
of it.
course.
And if it smokes or any kind of stuff like that, nah, it needs
What
work.
if the tires smoke when you're doing a burnout?
Well, that's
Oh, I mean,
fine. The tires can smoke. Yeah,
Because you're doing a
No,
burnout.
you
Yeah,
pop the
okay.
back tire and say, "No, I don't want this bike. Give me
yeah,
my
that
money
back tire smokes too much.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What are the 5 things you would look for there, Stubbs?
Henry says, "J-Man, you're awfully close to describing women."
Yes, he is.
You got that right.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, see, hey, Ray will ask you to take
I
the
will
bags
ask to
off.
take the bags off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
And like I said, there's 5 things Ray may have. There's 5 things that Randy's going to have.
Yeah.
Those are my 5 things those are my checklists. I go look at
Out
my
of
experience
experience.
all the time. Okay?
One
And
of
those are
them,
the 5 things that
the
I go
most-
through when I go to look at it.
most obvious to me is the year, the mileage, and the price. Okay. Second, has it been laid down? Do they have a Carfax for bikes?
Not that
I'm
I
not
know.
sure if they do have a Carfax for bikes, but I bet they do.
I don't know.
Now.
I say, ding!
Yeah. Car
We
or
should
bike
make
pack.
one. Bike
Yeah.
Fax.
That's what I
Yeah.
said. I bet they
There
do
we
now.
go.
Yeah.
We could all get rich.
Yeah.
Yes, we could.
Might be a good idea. I haven't heard of
Yeah,
one.
if they don't want you to ride it, you're right, Ray. If they don't want you to ride it, that there's usually something wrong with it.
Yeah. If I
That's
can't
what I
ride a
said.
bike
If you got
when I
half
buy
the money-
one,
I don't
I'm
know.
not
I'm
buying it.
50-50 on that. If I've got a fucking $20,000 bike, I don't want just some Joe Schmo that's only ridden for fucking 6 months to jump on this bike. You know what I mean?
That's
So,
true. That's true.
if he's got the money,
Carfax
Yeah,
works
it's
for bikes too. Okay. Thanks,
Yeah.
Gio.
Oh, cool. Yeah. If he's got the money on the table right there, and if he wrecks it, you just pocket the money and say,
Right.
"See."
All right, well, so
Exactly.
that's another thing. Check the Carfax on the bike. See if it's been
Yeah.
wrecked.
if
Make
you're
sure
not
it's
back
not
in
a
15
salvage
minutes,
title.
money's mine.
Make sure it hasn't been in J-Man's garage for fucking 2.5 years.
Hey, I had some crazy sucker. He wanted to check every bill, make sure it was real.
Henry says no test pilots.
So he marked every bill, man. I was like, "Come on, man! It's $100 bills, man."
Hey,
Hey.
where you live, I don't blame them.
I don't either,
these
really.
days,
Y'all are a
you-
bunch
yeah.
of fucking crooks out there.
Well,
These days,
probably
you
are.
don't have to worry about that.
Outlaws, brother, outlaws, not crooks.
Nah, you fucking crooks out there, man. Come on.
Whatever. But we don't call them that.
I know.
We'll call
All right,
it.
Rob. Come on, Queen Latifah. Give us your 5.
All right.
You've been aching to tell us your 5 all day.
Yeah, and Jamin tells me to shut up. So
Yeah, he did. And you actually listened to him for a change.
Yes.
well,
Now you can speak.
well, my current bike was the one that I actually had to go out and look for what I wanted, because the first 2 bikes I've had, a friend found for me and I bought because I liked the style. The second one was my mom, so I bought it so that I'd have it and ride it. But this one, the first thing I looked for was price. Was it in my price range? I figured between 5,000 to 7,000 I could afford. So I found this one just under 7. Then I looked as I'm looking at price, I'm looking at the description of what it has. It had low miles. It had 26,000 on it. It has a radio, which I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
It has a trailer hitch, which I was absolutely looking for. It wasn't a make it or break it, but if I had one, I was really, really looking at it. Was it laid down? When I went and looked at it, I looked for scuff marks to see if it was laid down. Anything, little things in that. Yeah, okay, not a big deal. It's a used bike. I know it's not going to be perfect. But if I could see that it's been laid down, I ain't going to buy that sucker because I know there's going to be some problems with it.
Right.
There's too many bikes out there to buy something that's already been wrecked.
Right.
So,
Unless it's dirt cheap, that's the only way.
just under $7,000, is there a reason why you didn't buy an American bike?
Because all the American bikes were between 10 to 15. Every Harley or Victory I looked at was about 12 to 15,000.
Okay.
You could have probably got you a Sportster for less than that.
Right, you could
I
have, but
can't pull a trailer with a Sportster.
yeah, he wants a
That's
big
true.
cruiser, man. That's what I always ride. I don't ride no little bikes. It's
You're
always
not
a
pulling
big
a trailer now.
Well, I
But
am.
he's wanting to.
It's in right behind this wall outside.
Thanks, Ray. We appreciate you, bro.
So other than that, it's the radio. I wanted the radio because I'm 53. Yeah, I want that radio. I want that little bit of comfort going to and from work. I want the tunes,
Yeah, I like them too, man.
So, 53, or have you had your midlife crisis yet?
No,
You sure? Maybe you
Yeah.
should go prospect.
no, I haven't had it yet. 'Cause I got a Harley. As soon as I buy a Harley, I'm in a midlife crisis.
Yeah, I've got that vet in my mind. I want, but
Now,
I
if
think
I
I
get
want
a-
a 3-wheeler worse.
If I get a
Motherfucker,
vet, I won't be
I
able to
don't
get
think
out
you
of it.
could get your big ass in one of them vets.
Well, it's tight. I've took a few test drives in them, It's tight.
Ultra
but they're
classic,
cool, man.
40,000 miles,
There you
5,900.
go,
That's a good
5,900,
deal.
07.
That's a good deal.
Now, I
Yeah.
did find a 96.
Ultra classic, right on.
I think it was
That's what I got.
Ultra Glide or the Ultra Classic for right around 7 with very, very low miles on it. I called the dealership up. I was talking to him,
Okay.
and the guy treated me like I didn't know a damn thing. I said, so why has it got low miles on it? Well, it's been sitting.
Why
Okay,
the fuck do you think it's got low miles?
Well, and I said, so how long has it been sitting? Well, the guy had too many bikes and he can't ride them all. I said, all right. How are the seals on the engine? And he started laughing. I'm like, all right, dude. Seriously, I'm not going to buy this bike with those seals. They're
That
pretty
was
bad.
a fair question. The first question was kind of dumb.
And he just started laughing. I'm like, all right, dude. Sorry, I ain't going to come in and check it out.
Look, our friend Greg's got a buddy or a boss or somebody that's got an 07 fucking Fat Boy. It's only got 700 or 600 miles on it.
High five.
People buy these bikes thinking, oh, they midlife crisis or what the fuck ever. They go watch an episode of the Mayans or the fucking Sons of Anarchy and want to go buy a fucking bike.
Anarchy.
Right.
Jump in the
And then
club,
it just
dude.
doesn't.
That's-
Once they have it, it just doesn't appease to them. Or their wife says, "I don't want you riding in dangerous." Blah blah.
You're
blah,
gonna
blah.
get killed. That's what everybody says.
Right.
The wives, you're gonna get
It's
killed. You're gonna
right.
get killed.
But
And
the
that's what
last thing I wanted to do
Yeah.
was go and replace seals on that bike.
For that bike with those low of miles, you probably should have done so. Just say it.
Hey, if you're looking, Ray's got a line on one, 02 Road King.
Oh, big bore kit.
Damn, now I don't
Yeah,
have
7,500.
$7,500, man. I just bought a fucking Benz. Thanks, Ray. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I
That
want
ain't
the
bad, man.
steering. I want my radio and shit. I want my air shocks. Come on, I'm
Yeah.
53. I want my comfort.
Right.
Oh, I get it. I understand. I'm playing the Jamin's advocate here.
With my V-Star, I had the windshield, everything. It was no radio, nothing, no gas gauge, so I had to figure out how much gas I had by miles.
Right.
Which is nothing. I love doing that.
And let's be real, man. When we're first coming up, when we're looking for a bike, the main thing is the fucking cost of the bike.
Yeah.
That's definitely one of the biggest reasons, to not buy a bike.
Yeah, the cost.
Financing right now is crazy.
Well, the thing right now is I wouldn't buy anything right now because it's really not a good time. But if you got to have it, you got to have it. But you'll save money if you hopefully wait a little while. I hope we'll save money anyway. I don't know. Economy's getting pretty bad.
And I haven't had a fucking car payment in over probably 8-9 years. And with this job,
right. Might as well.
I have to because I need something fucking reliable instead of a fucking paid for beater that I'm working on. That I'm pulling a fucking J-Man on every fucking 2 days just to keep the shit running. You know what I mean? So,
and Randy, what's your 5 things you look for?
Well, let me tell you, one of the things, like I said, in the old days it was money. The first thing that I, had to find something cheap.
Yeah, for sure.
But in the old days, we just traded a lot of stuff. In the old days, say early 70s, I traded weed and stuff for a bike many times. And so I didn't have no problem with that. But the thing was, like I would always say for anybody who's buying another bike that they don't know nothing about, always check the oil.
What about this day and age, though, Randy? We're not talking fucking 40 years ago.
I'm talking right now, man. If you're going to buy a bike right now, you go check the oil first. Take a look, see how black it is for one, just to kind of get an idea if the person is a good person with his bike. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because if you got clean oil in that sucker, it's more than likely he's keeping it up. You know what I mean? Or he hasn't rode it in a long time.
Changed it right before you got it.
Exactly. Could be. But then you need to check. I always say it's kind of a pain in the ass, but pull the plugs out, see how it's burning. It's real simple. And if the plugs are burning really good, but you need to also look at the threads, because I bought a bike one time that had a bad head. And sometimes you pull out a spark plug and one of them's starting to strip out, and that can be very costly if you're just buying a bike, and a lot of work to fix. So Harleys ain't that bad because it's easy to pop the head and pop another one on, but matter of fact, I have new ones for my chopper just because it has so much compression. But and then I would always check, like see how many miles, like you said before. After you've checked the spark plugs and stuff, I would pull off the air breather and take a look at that, because if you're buying a Harley, they've got valves in there that can start leaking right on the intakes, and people don't know that, and that thing will start sucking oil in to the intake, and then you will start smoking and stuff, but it ain't a major deal, but people don't know that.
Randy, let's be real. These two guys ain't buying no Harleys.
I own a Harley, so I don't have to.
I always have Harleys, man. I've had other bikes, though. I've had Gold Wings, and I've had Suzukis, and I've had all kinds, man. But Yamahas.
But back you had mentioned back in the day you would just trade with your boys or whatever.
That was I got a chopper.
Back in the day, they weren't fucking $50,000 bikes.
No, hell no. You're talking. I bought my chopper for $200 in them days. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And that's a quarter pound or something.
It was a complete different vibe back then.
I know it was.
Way gone.
And we made our own bikes too. We would just take a bunch of junk off of every bike we had. We'd collect them and we'd make one good bike. You know what I mean? And that's what everybody did. My dad was the king of that shit. He took 2 bikes and welded one together with the other one and made a nice chopper.
Ray,
more than
one. Come on, get into the conversation.
Come on, Ray. I'll give you the link, man.
Come on in, man.
Hold on. Let me get the link.
Sticking with a V twin, not Harley. That's me. I got two V twins and a V4.
They're
two
trustworthy.
V4s, and then I got the Harley. So
My Kawasaki.
Harley's a lot of
is
money,
twin.
man. I don't trust them that much.
oil and
I like them,
intake.
but
Yeah, there's a lot of times that causes the ball, the check valve in the
valve
oil
issue. Yeah, that's what I was
will,
saying.
will
Yeah,
cause that to sump like that. It
yeah,
happened
to
to
suck
my
the
bike.
oil.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it too? No, I've heard of it. I just ain't had it.
Yeah,
I've
it happened
heard
to
of
my
oil
bike. I
sumping.
dumped 4 quarts of oil out on. I got off the highway at 275, and it just started pouring out. I was
Wow.
like, what the hell's
Yeah.
going on? I pulled up the street, and it dumped more out. And I went and got 4 quarts of oil, put it in it, rode it to my brother-in-law's house. It did it again.
Yeah.
I trailered it home, and when I filled it back up with oil and started it up again, I ain't never had another problem out of it until it broke down.
Wow. That's weird.
But yeah, it was weird. It was because the check valve was stuck in there, and it
Right.
eventually unseated itself and fell
Yeah.
back down in there.
A lot of people don't realize that they have that, and if it is messing up or malfunctioning, you can have a bad problem.
I got
But it's easy to
Suzuki
fix.
Vittoras. They're
It's
both
just
V4s.
See, there's a reason right there not to
diagnosing
get a
it.
Harley.
Yeah, you know what? I love Harley, but damn, they're pain, man. They're always, you got to fix shit, man, and stuff all the time. I mean, not this bike here I haven't had to do much of anything, but I mean, in the past, I've had
I
some.
think by now they've kind of gotten over all that shit. And
Right. They're better than they used to
Yeah.
be. Right.
right.
They are. In the past, they were.
Well, fuck, man, they're
Frickin' oil
charging
leak.
you 50 grand. You have to be.
Oh, I
better.
know.
I guess Ray must have left.
Uh-oh.
Oh no,
I
there he is.
thought he would.
There he
Yeah,
is.
there you go.
What's up, Ray? How you doing?
What's
Hey,
happening, man? How you
what's up,
doing?
man?
Good to
How you
finally
guys
meet you.
doing, man? Yeah, you too, man.
Good to see you.
Can you hear me? Everything okay?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
everything's good.
Yes.
All right, sounds good then.
Welcome
Yeah.
to the show, bro.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, great show.
Yeah, man. On that issue you guys was speaking on about the used bikes, I always ask, like, if like we're talking about the new age motorcycles. Of course, I think if it's an older bike, of course it doesn't have bags. We can kind of look around that pretty easy, But if it's a newer, like a dresser or whatever, bagger, whatever you guys call it, I always ask to take the bags off because I want to see how the suspension, if it's wore down, if it's factory, and I bought a motorcycle. The one I bought, I noticed there was like 10 to 12 of the nipples off the belt. So that's
Right
something
on,
I
dude.
really look forward to, is the belt situation, the suspension, maybe the brake, especially the rear brakes. And I don't know. I just look for the little things. And then, yes, like you guys are saying, a code start. I prefer to do a code start and then run it down the
Exactly.
road, because I also noticed there's a lot of problems with some of the older models. You'll have the seals in the bearings will go out easier in the transmission drive shaft there where it comes out where the belt is. I've noticed that.
Mhm.
So, you're looking at a couple grand right there, right off the bat,
Right.
if something's going
and
wrong like that. So,
And I found that on a cold start too, if they have any starter problems, that's when it'll happen. You know what I mean?
drag or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, Exactly.
They'll blow
So-
up like our
whatever.
boy Rubik's bike did.
Well, I mean, you just,
his
in my opinion, if they're not willing to let you test drive it, I mean, I can show them proof of license, stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
that wouldn't be an issue. It would be them having the issue with maybe, because if it's already warm and running, I've noticed with vehicles as well, they might have put some fluid in it and to keep you from noticing the transmission slipping or the clutch is slipping,
Right.
things like that. So, I prefer a cold start as well, because I mean, as well as I do with vehicles or motorcycles, we can run it and fill up our oil or whatever it may be, and it doesn't go wrong until we give them cash and then get home, and then it
Right.
starts going
Exactly.
to pieces. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big issue with used motorcycles. But yeah, I've got a dealer guy down here that just moved back here from Nashville. He's been in business for almost 30 years down there, and he came back to East Tennessee, and he's got a 07 Road King. I know where an 02 Road King is, and the guy's just holding it for his brother. His brother was getting older, and probably not, I don't really know exactly how many miles. I'm sure there's probably not more than 30,000, 40,000 miles on it. And it's an 02 Road King. It's got the big bore kit, all that. And he kept all the original parts that they took out of it in boxes. So, and he only wants $7,500 for it. And it ain't been rode, but the guy starts it, keeps it, maintenance and stuff. But now this guy that opened a shop down here, he's got the trike for sale. And like I said, I'd have to ask him about the prices. And then he's got an 07 Road King with the big bore kit and all that. Got the beach bar handlebar. I sent you some pictures there, Randy, in your Instagram.
Right on.
So when you get time, you can check them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you can find a decent used bike. I paid $59, I think, right at mine, $59, and it's an ultra classic 2007.
Wow.
I've done some upgrades, bars. I just got them done last week.
That, man, is I don't have any little kids anymore, so I'm no longer a tax return baller. So
Yeah, I'm not either. Our kids are, teenage high school kids, but no, man, I'm on disability, man. I've had 4 heart surgeries, and
Same here, man.
I just have to save a little bit of money out of each check and things like that.
Yep.
So it's not, and I get it. I can't go out and buy a new one either. So I had to look in the used market, but I'm fine with that though, because I can ride the shit out of it and love it and enjoy it.
That's right.
Oops, sorry.
It don't hurt
I didn't
you
mean to
as bad
cuss
when
on
it
your
gets
channel.
scratched.
You're fine.
most of the time, when you buy a used bike, the person who owned it before you is probably already fucking fixed all the bullshit that was wrong with it.
Yeah. And that's like the comment I said. I always try to look at the service history. How many, what did you do to service it? Did you take it to a private, or did you take it to Harley dealer, or did you, because when I've got 2 motorcycles, and the first one I bought off an old man, and he'd only used Harley Davidson. So he had all the paperwork, the book, manual, everything with it, still had all the receipts where he had all the oil changes and fluids and everything done to it, which was good. I think it had like 3,000 miles when I bought it. And, so I put, I think 23,000 miles on it now. And then, but I noticed I needed to go up because I bought it for a purpose. I bought an 08 Nightster, a little sporty, and I wanted to chop out, and do my own little deal. So now, and then I went to the ultra classic as well. So, so that kind of gives me a little time to just, play around with the other one. So,
Right.
And then, go more distances with the ultra, it's bigger, more comfortable for me and the wife. And, I told the wife, if she wants to ride the other one, she can learn and put her in the class and do that. And, so we're working that out as well. So, but yeah, man, you guys I'm glad you guys got all this together, man.
Ray, why don't you go ahead and give our captive audience a little rundown of who you are and what your show's about on your
Ray's Moto Life on Instagram as well. Same name. I have a YouTube channel. I do motor vlogging, of course. I do it every night, Monday night live stream. I do a couple of different interviews with different people, not many. Mainly I have an open mic. I just get other, motorcycle guys like you guys on, and we discuss motorcycle things and just life period, or what's going on with rallies or whatever it may be. The last few streams has been, my friends down in Daytona, they're at Bike Week. They've come on live and, kind of showed a little bit of, what's going on with them at the rally party and stuff like that. So, I go to live concerts. I'll put that on there, on my channel. And
where are you from?
I'm in East Tennessee.
Okay.
So, mountain man, ride in the mountains.
Nashville area?
No, I'm about 2.5 hours east of Nashville.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, that's it. You guys can go check it out. If you want to subscribe, cool. Check it out first. I love the support. Don't get me wrong, but I want you to enjoy the channel. I do a lot of live streams, so do a lot of talking on Instagram and YouTube. So
I've seen part of yours today. Matter of fact.
Well, and if you guys want to subscribe, that's cool. I appreciate it. But I really want you guys to watch. Get something out of it. Maybe
Well, we encourage everybody that comes on our show. We encourage all our friends and fam to go and help out and subscribe. So,
right.
For those of you that don't know Ray, please go check out his channel, Ray's Motor Life, on YouTube and on Instagram.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah. I call you on Instagram, and I thought I was subscribed on YouTube. I got so many subscriptions,
I hear you,
man. When you popped up today, I was like, well, why didn't I get this? And so
I-
that's when
I
reached
went.
the
I
bottom.
kind of went on a little rant earlier on Instagram, but that's just the way it goes. Sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh,
I have to
mean,
go to Instagram and check it out. I haven't been over there in a while.
yeah, I
I'm
noticed
always
when I.
stuck over here.
Well, I mean, it's a. I tried to
Discord,
explain to a buddy of mine. We went
Hey,
up to the
Gloria.
cycle show, the cycle source showcase in St. Louis a couple weeks ago. And it was, amazing. Got to meet some other YouTubers and hang out all weekend and party, and great motorcycles in there, man. Just some really good bikes, some really good builders up there that came there, I should say. And had a real good time in St. Louis. Got to meet, other YouTubers, like I said, that I hadn't met before, and that's
Was
kind
that
of what
the
I like to
jab?
do. Do what?
Was that the jab handlebars and stuff?
The ones I got?
Yeah. Did you say you got some of those, or you?
No, I didn't get the ones with the pointy ones. I've got
Yeah.
they're inch and a half thick. They're pretty thick, I think.
Right.
I don't think they're they may not be the big fatties, but they're 16s. They're pretty big, but they fit me.
Yeah.
I'm 6'3", 256, so I'm a
Yeah.
pretty big guy.
Yeah, same
so-
here.
Do you know?
About
Do
my
you guys
size.
know if Bedlam went to that thing or not? Since
Who?
St. Louis?
Bedlam?
Yeah.
Yeah, he met me for breakfast that Sunday morning, and he went over there. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, he met me in Middle Tennessee, Concrete, Dallas Face Mullet. Yeah, we went and eat, and I met Busted Knuckles, and of course, Pro Monkey was there, and I'd already met him once in Daytona, and so we socialized a lot. And
Cool.
let's see,
You got to start with us as well. So
Evil Rick met that guy. He's a real good guy. XAN Biker met him.
Yeah, Rick,
Mike and his old lady riding in the Ozarks guy. Riding
yeah,
in the
we
Ozarks.
had him on
And
our
Steve,
show.
yeah, real good guy, man. Really good guy to hang out with. When you take all this social media out of it and like get to hang out, face to
Right.
face and have a good
For
time.
real, yeah.
Really great dudes, man. Really good people. Had a blast, man. And that's why I like the smaller shows. I enjoy them better than the big rallies because I
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
It's just more intimate. You can hang out with your friends and have fun,
Not
for a
such
weekend. And,
crap.
yeah, it's not so advertised with the vendors and marketing crap, and
Right.
it's more real to me. It's more laid back, and
The big rallies are fun to go to just to experience.
yeah,
But the small rallies are what you go to have fun.
and
We got one called the Big Bad Biker Fest. No, Dirty Rotten Biker Fest. It's one day, the old biker games, everything, and it's just got bigger, so they moved to a bigger area, and I had a lot of fun.
Were you the one on the back trying to eat a hot dog?
No, but I should do this year. I'll get that.
well, we got that Loretta Lynn's Tennessee Motorcycle Music Revival coming up in May, and that's one I'll be going to as well, and that's a lot of choppers and stuff like that. So a lot of older bikes, which they do have people ride in on baggers and stuff like that, and I will be too because I'm traveling 4 hours away. But that's a pretty good, music and motorcycles, and I think there's only like 2 big name vendors there. I think Harley Davidson was there last year doing demo rides,
Really?
if I'm not for sure. Yeah, and it's growing every year, man. But they're
Because I
trying to.
started new jobs. Time is
Yeah.
precious, bro.
Yeah. Well, that's what somebody was asking me, wanted me to come to Daytona and then go to Sturgis. I'm like, look, if I do one of those big rallies, and I'll just be honest, I got to save money. I mean, that's going to take the whole vacation for me and the wife. And then I don't really want to put the kids in the middle of that because we got a 14-year-old daughter and a 17-year-old daughter.
The
So,
only
you
thing
know,
I'm gonna do- the only
no.
thing I'm gonna
And,
do here, I'm gonna take a weekend, probably the first weekend in Sturgis. Some
Yeah.
only 650-mile ride up there. Probably leave on a Thursday night. I'll take the Friday and that Monday off. So only take 2 days off. And then I'm gonna go hang out with Hellfire Steve and hopefully find a place that I can pitch a tent and be good.
And that's something I encourage, and I would love to do that as well, but I'm so far away. And that's why I've decided to put in, if I do weekend events and 4-day events, I can do that more throughout the year and have my whole year kind of something busy for me to stay busy doing throughout the year. Say if I hit this event, then go and stay over here, say Smoke Out over in North Carolina, 4 hours away here, 4 hours away this way, and kind of plan my year out. And it doesn't take as much money and time away from, at one big time and a big chunk of money at once. So it's kind of easier for me to fit things like that in. So.
Matter of fact, Runamukka is it's in Winnemucca, Nevada. It's right on Highway 80 in the middle of Nevada. It's like our halfway point from here to the Bay Area. Quiet Riot's playing for free. HA, heavily HA presence there as well. Them and what is that? The support club there. Is it the Dirty Bunch? I think it is. Bunch of cool cats out there. I think I might go do that. It's a little weekend thing. It's a 6-hour ride from here. So probably.
Well, Panama City. That's like Panama City in May. They do the spring rally, little whatever rally, and then they got the 4-day fall. But this May rally, I think they got Rob Zombie. They've got like Jackal. They've got some really good bands hitting, and then of course they won't pronounce the fall lineup until after May, after this one goes on. But if you look it up, man, they've got some like really good name bands this year coming to Panama City, and I really thought about shooting down there for that, and because it's just like a 4-day thing. So, and it takes about 12-hour ride, but it's not bad if you shoot down there for a day and two and shoot back. It's
a lot easier. Well, especially with a new job, to take 1 or 2 days off than it is.
Yeah.
I need a week off. Well, you don't have that much time.
And that's what I was talking about. I can't afford to go 2 weeks to Sturgis. I mean, and spend $10,000 or $8,000 or whatever it may be. I'm the guy. I want to take a tent, potted meat, tuna, and I'm going to rough it, and I'm going to try to find somewhere to camp for free, and that's just me. That's what I prefer to do. So. And I know a lot of people don't do that nowadays. They just rather go and pay, $2,000 to sleep at the Buffalo Chip, man. I mean, that's fun. Don't get me wrong, but man, not everybody can afford to pay them credit cards out throughout the year.
Here's the question, though: do you really sleep?
Yeah, exactly.
Real
people don't have.
You wouldn't really want to, I don't think. If you're going to go that far, you might as well stay up partying
I'm at an age where I can't stay up and party all night long.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
You pussy.
Yeah. It's getting harder and harder.
Steve, I was just talking about you.
Hey, Hellfighter.
You and Sturgis, my friend.
Yeah, man. Any other time I'm not on this thing and I'm not busy with the kids, and I'm up at 3:30 in the morning, so I'm in the bed by 8 o'clock, usually. And I know people don't see the point of that, but for me, I can get up in the morning and get everything I need done and all that early. Right. And then I've got the afternoon to sit around and do this, or, socialize with my friends, or get videos done, or do what I need to do. So
I hear exactly what you're saying.
I'm an early bird myself. I get everything done in the morning, and I'm free to do whatever in the afternoon.
I'll be there. I'll be the Sturgis on the 85th.
I've been to Sturgis, Steve.
I'm going to try to go this year to meet you, Steve.
Yeah, I'm going to try to go too for the weekend.
I'm going to have a tent, so you're going to have to tell me.
I haven't been there.
Pitch it.
Elizabeth says, I want to go, preacher. Now, this Hellfire Fighter Steve, is these guys have any channels or anything like that as well?
Yeah, he's got channels.
Does.
Yeah, he does.
Okay, I need to go through this later and write all these names down. And
I got one too, Ray.
here, I'll just take a picture of the side chat, and that way I can get the names, and that way I know the. And I was gonna say, who all on here does have a Instagram or YouTube? Because I want to go through this, and I love you guys support me. Yeah, I know you, Randy, have the Instagram, but do you have a YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, is it just Randy Russell, or is it? What does it go? Okay, all right.
All that, man.
because Ray's my last name. It's not my first. A lot of people see my first name under my
Oh.
profile on Instagram. They're like, well, I can't find your name. And I'm like, well, you're looking at the wrong name, you know. So
I
So-
found it easy. I went right to it. I actually subscribed about 3 or 4 days ago, but I've been like haven't going to the March meets and everything else, and I haven't had a chance to really watch. And this earlier, it came on, so I watched some of it, and I think we had to take off for lunch or something, and I paused it. So I've got half of it. I've seen half of the one you did like today about the handlebars and all the bikes.
yeah. So
All
I
that
just
stuff.
subscribed to you. So
Right
I'll
on.
go back and check things out as I do that. So yeah, I just try to do a little bit of everything, man. I really
Same
I
here.
do. I guess I just do what I kind of film. I'm that kind of guy. I just film what I'm really doing in real life. I'm not trying to set my camera up down the road and pass it and then shoot different, views and things like that. I just don't do that. I kind of just put it on there and
Yep.
and either talk in it or I just put it on my bars or set it my 360 up and then whatever footage I get, that's what I use. My editing
know,
skills is not
What
really
you
that
see is
great.
what you get, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
So
funniest
when
thing for
my
me
editing
was,
is hit start, record,
Mhm.
stop, download.
yeah,
So you
The
see,
funniest
I'm
thing for
not
me
cutting
was-
off when
the cheapest little video you put out will get the most friggin' hits.
yeah, and
You know
it's
what I mean?
amazing.
It is, man. I was like, God dang! I put out a little video about I seen God dang it, what was I watch? Oh, rainbows. Yeah, I seen a little rainbow, so I put the damn thing on. Too much weed, man. Anyway, I I put that little rainbow film on just for couple minutes, and that sucker's getting hits like you would not believe.
Well, I know that
It's like
ain't you, Stubbs. because
people
that
actually
kid looks
told
like
me,
he's
Hey, I've never
something
seen a
else.
rainbow before. And I thought to myself, well, where the hell are you from? I mean, we grew up with them everywhere. Every time
Oh,
it
yeah.
rains, we get 'em.
I was gonna say I put one of my little girls shooting her 22 and shit. I think it's got 2,000 hits, or something.
Wow.
I mean, just shooting pumpkins. That's how we got rid. That's why I say this is how we get rid of our Halloween pumpkins. We blow them up.
Right.
And I mean, it's crazy how simple things will get you.
hmm
So much different. And then, of course, you always notice, or I notice. I may not know you guys notice, but I notice like we'll gain if we do a short. And then we'll gain a subscriber or two, and then in a day or two they fall back off because when they go into our channel, it's not what they really expected, and it's like mine's like motorcycle stuff. And if I put a short out,
Right.
something like that, something different than motorcycle stuff, then I might get up a subscriber or two, and then a couple of days later they like, well, I'm not. Or there's people like they just want you to put shorts out, funny shorts constantly, and I don't do that constantly, so they'll go back in
I
and
don't either.
unsubscribe, and that's fine with me. I'm not I don't care about that. It's cool if they don't want to watch it. Hey, I don't want you just to subscribe either.
Right.
Stubbs, buddy, is that how you say that?
Stubbs
Yeah.
Place.
Stubbs what
Stubbs Place.
place?
That's my YouTube.
Okay, because I was gonna say I went into Stubbs and that was some kid doing video games and something.
It's Stubbs with a Z.
Yeah, I got you right there, brother. You got a bandana on, don't you?
Yeah.
Nerd rope.
I got you there.
Rainbows and lollipops.
Lollipops.
Right.
Yeah, man, we got some crazy Canadian Canuck friends up
Didn't
there.
get me banned shooting guns with my daughter. Really?
They
I-
probably
Yeah,
would.
the,
They
uh,
banned me, man, for putting on weed and shit.
That's the marijuana.
Well, that's
It's not
different. That's
legal.
drugs. We're just
Well,
blowing
I
shit
guess. But
up. Okay.
I tried 4
Jermaine,
times and they
how do you
busted
say
me
your
4
name?
times. So I got to be good now.
Jermaine.
It's Jamin.
Jamin. Okay.
Jermaine.
Well, I mean, there's so many
Jermaine
different.
Jackson,
Dude,
man.
I'm a southern drawl.
Names, dude. It doesn't matter.
I'm
It's
I have a
Jermaine
southern drawl speaking craziness. Some people don't understand. So I say things the way I see it.
Right.
Quite all right, man.
Is it just that or what?
I've got Instagram. I got it all: Instagram, TikTok, the whole
You
nine.
got
yards.
YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube. Yeah,
What's it under
Yeah,
that?
I'm on
it's
TikTok
under
too.
my name, just Jamin Rooney.
Yeah.
Spell
And,
Rooney.
my channel's just about whatever I put on there. You know, one time I may be taking a door apart. The next time
Yes,
I may
Donna,
be taking
of
a back
course.
window out. The next time I may be working on my bike. You know.
Okay, what's your picture on that? Well, that jumped to completely something different. That ain't even. Let's
Look
see.
at his ugly mug.
Yep.
No, that jumped to a bunch of sports stuff. How do you
Really?
spell your
Yeah.
spell your last name?
It's JAMAN
JAMAN. What?
ROONEY.
You want me to
EY.
drop the
Okay,
link?
I left out the E. That's why.
Yeah.
Let's see right here.
See,
Okay.
told you, Jamin, spelling matters.
Well, now you got 179 subscribers. So
I'll
Yeah,
get
he
there
does talk in
eventually.
Jamanese once in a while.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I had 172 at one time. And it's
dude, I stayed at 7 for like 8 months, 7 subscribers. And I was okay with it.
Wow.
I put out almost 100 videos and only had 7
Wow.
subscribers. Yeah. And then it just started progressing slowly as I started doing live streams and getting on and meeting people and doing things.
Mhm.
And now I'm going almost 2 years. And, someone's like, man, you should be up there a lot. And I'm like, I don't want it if it ain't natural. I want it to grow. If it goes slow, that's fine.
I agree.
I want it to
agree.
be. I want people to watch me. I don't want people just to subscribe. I want someone to get something out of it, or even if they don't watch my videos, say they come over and watch my live streams and they don't even comment or get in the side chat. That's cool if you just watch and listen. Because I've got some guys that say, "Hey, I put you on through the night, man, and listen to you while I'm at work, and things go smoother at work, and it kills time at work."
Right.
And I appreciate that. That's what I want. I want, because like I said, I'm usually not always on there by myself. I always have 2 or 3 guys on there and have conversation. And I pay for the StreamYard. I don't know if you guys do or not, but it allows me to have like 10, 11 people if I want it. But when I get over 4 people, I don't really like getting over 4 or 5 people, because then you can't really have good conversation. There's too many people trying to talk. Stuff like that. So when I get off here, you guys will say, "Damn, he ain't never coming on my show again," because I don't shut up.
No, man. You're,
No, I
you're
think-
looking at a talker right here.
Yeah,
I know you are, buddy. When
I think you and Randy need to do a show together.
Oh, we already have.
Okay,
We did do
the
a
guy
show
down here
together.
in Shadow, man. You got some stuff too, Shadow?
Yeah, I got a channel.
Is it
It's,
just under your name?
Rob Benjamin Shadow. Yep.
Okay, Rob. Spell Benjamin.
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 Been jamming.
Hey, Jamanese.
Jamming.
Jaman.
I'll be jamming, man.
Yeah, man.
Okay, Rob Benjamin Shadow. 105 subscribers.
Yes, sir.
Now you got 106, brother.
There you go.
I'll
man.
check you guys out. I'll
He's
check you
hitting the
guys
big
out
time.
when I get some free time. I'll
Yeah,
go through.
well, we've been trying to get the unaffiliated off the ground and rolling, and we're gonna start doing other things. We just haven't got that far yet.
No, I'm glad you guys got this set up though. Like you was testing here like last week or so, and I know I jumped on and was saying, hey, something's going on here, because one guy was in his garage. I think that was Shadow, maybe.
That was me.
You?
Okay.
Okay.
That was
Okay.
me.
That was Jaman.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
we was gonna try and fix my bike, but the computer didn't work out too
it's
well.
hard to do. Like I stay in this one spot because I know where my connection hits and where it stay, and it doesn't cut out. So I mean that's important, especially when you get other people on. Or like I got an
Right.
interview coming Monday with a guy from California. So it's going to be.
You don't want to be jamming up and
No,
freezing up and stuff.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like I said, I just I can't afford like the real expensive stuff. Like my camera's like 20 something bucks at Walmart. I've got the boom kit,
Looks
the blue.
fine.
I got the microphone and the boom arm, and the whole setup was like right at $200 off Amazon. It's the Blue Yeti setup, which is pretty good, I think. So it comes with the headphones and all that stuff, and you can get away with fair stuff if you really dig into the research of things that will work.
Yeah.
So I mean, my laptop's like $200 and it works great for me. It doesn't
So you can work this off the laptop then, huh?
That's what I'm on
I was
right now.
thinking
Yeah.
about
Yeah. you
doing
can
Yeah.
that.
do
Oh yeah, and I've actually got all my stuff programmed in my phone. So if I go somewhere, I can hit StreamYard where I pay for it, and I can do it on my phone out somewhere and do a
what
live
I
stream as well.
Come
Hey,
on,
Dark
Randy,
Soul.
I've been trying to tell you this for like 6 months.
Yeah, dude, I paid $200 for this Chromebook at Walmart or somewhere, and
Ah.
it's great, perfect for this right here because I don't
Oh,
download
really?
a lot of programs and things like that. My kids don't get on here; they got their own, so
Yeah.
it's just me, and I'm not like downloading 5,000 pictures, and I'm not downloading 5,000 videos, and
Right.
if I do a video and download it, I completely take it out and keep it in another drive. So
Okay.
yeah, so I don't have to overwhelm my computer.
Right. Then you got plenty of
Gigabyte
For
and
your-
stuff like
for your
that.
show, yeah.
Yes. So, and that's why I like doing these live streams because I don't have to worry about that, and I just enjoy it. It's like this. I get to get on here and meet you guys and get to see who's maybe like you two that's followed me and watched me. And that's the thing. That's why I enjoy it. I know they don't really. I get watch time on it. Don't get me wrong. But I only get like say 70 to 100 something, 200 views on my live streams here and there, and some do better than others, and that's okay. It'll grow eventually; they'll get bigger. But right now, I'm not doing this for views on this. I do this because I get on here and get to communicate with guys like y'all. You guys got knowledge over me.
that's the same thing here, man.
I'm just 42 years
Here for
old,
fun,
man.
basically.
You guys got so much more knowledge about things than I do. So, I mean, it's just, that's what I like to do, learn. So,
Because we're old farts.
yeah, I mean,
We've been
You're
through it.
out there, buddy.
That's why.
Yeah,
Speak
I
for
poop
yourself,
stuff sometimes.
Yeah. I've lived
I
it.
say.
Well, I ain't going
Well,
there.
hey, y'all.
You
We're
ain't
coming
going
up on an hour.
Henry, thank you.
My fucking stomach is growling. I need to go get some food.
Hey,
Well, I'll jump off here and let you guys do your show. I just want to jump on anytime you guys want me to come on and chat or do something or help out with
Always
comments
welcome,
in the
brother.
side.
Always
Or
welcome.
questions in the side. I don't care to help you out. Throw some in there. I got some other buddies that do some live streams, and I always try to come up with some questions in case they get stuck or to a certain point in their show, and I'll throw out some stuff and ask questions and make keep it rolling and
Help out, yeah.
keep your
Sure.
hour or whatever you're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
So
Well, we
just reach
appreciate
out.
you. It's great to meet you. And
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I went
Nice to
ahead
have you
and
on.
subscribe to your stuff over on YouTube as well.
Thank you.
So I will keep in touch and maybe
Yeah,
I'll even pop on
definitely.
one of your shows sometime.
All right, thank you guys.
For sure,
Shadow,
bro.
thanks for all the talk, buddy.
Yeah.
Have a good one, man.
All right, man.
All right, guys.
We'll see you.
So to wrap it up, like we all say, price, check the maintenance records, make sure it hasn't been dropped. Just look it over real good and make your best decision. That's my final thought on it.
Yeah. And if the dude is like this,
Stay away from it.
stay away
Yeah.
from that fucking bike. He's a
Don't
meth
get
head.
it. Yeah, he's a meth
Or if he's
head.
got
That
fucking
sucker-
pick marks all over his face.
Yeah,
Fuck away.
there's a problem. Yeah, you
Anyway,
probably fall apart.
Yeah, thanks for being here, Ray.
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah,
man.
thanks, Ray.
cool cat.
definitely, Ray. Thank you.
See, that's another thing about doing this, man. We get to meet some fucking cool people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
For sure. So, all right. Well, I'm going to call it because my stomach's growling. I got to get some food. It's telling me it's that time.
I've
And then
been
I'll
eating
be
some
on the
goulash, man.
Discord. So come on over to the Discord. With that being
Later,
said,
everybody.
peace out, y'all.
All right,
Thanks, people. We'll see you.